Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid,
And Teresa.
hey y'all, it's the weekend. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Want to wish Teresa's daddy, Mr. Bland, a
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day. And my daddy, a happy Father's Day. We love y'all. Glad to get spending. We're actually up at Mom and Daddy's. Teresa had been around. That's their duck uh, on the lake here. You're probably going to hear some roosters and chickens, but we've just enjoyed the weekend. Been riding on the side by side, fishing. Like I said, y'all, just hope everybody has enjoyed their weekend. I know we have. We're gonna pick up Blaney later and headed back, and she's going back to stay with us in Tupelo for a while. Y'all, before we get started, we got some more great viewers' questions. Before we do that, though, Teresa's going to do the birthdays and prayers and
Anniversaries. Happy birthday to I'm Braveheart, Black Red Minty Plays, Flora Braswell, Tony Beal, Brandon, Harper McDowell, and Andrew McDowell. We have prayers for Mark Taylor and Rebecca Y. And happy anniversary to Dwayne and Sonia Lloyd and Kim and Maggie Craig.
Happy birthday to all the birthday people. Our prayers are with y'all, are in our hearts, and our prayers are with you for the ones that need prayers. And happy anniversary to the anniversary folks.
Yes.
Y'all, with that, hey, let's get into viewers' questions.
Okay, the first question is from Kirk Stumper. Do you think Elvis would have had a gaming system, and what games do you think he'd like?
I personally think so. On to the games, that could vary. I think something to do maybe with racing or football. I'm trying to think because I used to, and I don't play much anymore. And again, I do know though. On the games, it would have depended. The ones he would have liked would have been the ones he was good at, and the ones he wasn't good at, he wouldn't have liked and never played no more. And if he just wasn't good at it at all, he probably would have just ended up giving the gaming system to somebody that could play it.
Okay, from Grace Mangini. Have you ever heard Lisa Marie in an interview talking about the men that worked for Elvis? She didn't talk kindly of them. What are your thoughts?
I have seen that, and I've heard some statements and stuff she made. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest and not trying to throw the blame anywhere, but when Lisa was there and around all the guys, they were all good to her. They watched over, they protected her. That was their job, and they loved doing it. Did she have some that she liked better than other ones, or some she made? Sure, she did. I mean, that's with any group or family. I think later, I personally think she was brainwashed and told a lot of things, and just she didn't get to finish growing up with those guys. After it changed, she was gone, and it's just what she was being told. But
She probably didn't like the attention her daddy gave him. I'm sure she wanted more attention.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
little things like that. But it. I mean, what else can I say?
Okay, Tim Dowdy. What did you think when you heard a little less conversation in the Robert Mary's Amy episode of Everybody Loves Raymond?
Well, Teresa, we got to
We
say
don't we don't watch.
we haven't watched it, but I tell you what, we're gonna see if we can't pull it up and watch a. Is it still on or a rerun?
We could find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. That was a great question. Appreciate it, but we got to be honest. Like I
But
said,
it's always cool when we hear an Elvis song in a newer
Yeah.
movie or newer TV.
Yeah, now I can tell you how. Yeah, I'm gonna like it because of the Elvis part. Anything Elvis, I love.
Here's another question that kind of goes along the same lines from a little less conversation. Do you watch the Lilo and Stitch movies, especially the recent ones? We've seen the older ones.
Yes, and loved it. And
we're going to watch the new one with Lainey when she's with us.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking to say. We talked about that when we seen this question, and we'll we'll bring it back up after me and Teresa and Laney watch it. But I'm sure I'm gonna love it because the theme of it, and the Elvis part of it.
Yeah. Okay, from Nick Clayton, what was it like to ride with Elvis when he was driving?
Well, it depended on what he was driving. If he was driving a car, Elvis was a good driver. I mean, at times now, how do you put it? He got where he was going like he wanted to do it. In a golf cart or a snowmobile or something like that, he would do some, whatever struck him, crazy, wild things, maybe going down a hill or side of a hill or just, run over a curb, whatever. So I mean, he could get reckless on play toys, but as far as in a car driving, he was a very good driver. Matter of fact, I remember Mom and Daddy used to always talk about, when they talk about it being in the Stutz more than one time, he'd say, I won the driver's award in school for best driver. So he was always, proud of that. And
I think we picked chicken egg laying time when we came out here up there because I can hear them, boy. They're carrying on.
yeah, may have.
Okay, let's get back to questions. The chicken says, no, I'm going to keep on. Okay, William Logan, what cologne did Elvis wear in the late 60s and 70s, and did he wear a lot of it?
In the 60s, he wore Brute, some other ones, Mom and him, and forgive me, y'all, I'll try to think of the name of it. Teresa, you was
Your
in
mama
there.
said it started with an A.
Started with an A, yeah. I don't know if it was Harmless or I'm not sure on that one, y'all, and I apologize. I'll ask them again because, getting old and
oh, no, that's right.
my memory. But I can't, for the life of me, I can't think of it. But and I mean, he didn't.
He didn't drown in it?
No, and I don't, Daddy don't, none of us ever. Now, I have smelt some that have, but to each his own, but, it's a little much when you walk into a room and
your nostrils burn.
And that's all you can smell.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
From Francis Sexton, did you go to Lisa or her son's funeral or visit their graves?
I did not, and we've talked about it. I haven't been to their grave sites yet at Graceland. I want to. I'm going to. As I've talked about, y'all, I got to do it when it feels right, and if that makes sense. I mean, it's always right to a sense, but within me and how I want to do it, when I want to do it, and
Probably when you're ready for it, because it's going to be hard.
right.
I know it's going to be hard.
But as far as either one of their funerals, no, I didn't get to go.
Okay, from Ruth Jesse, I wonder what kind of car Elvis would have bought you when you turned 16.
Well, if he would have bought me one, which he probably would have, whatever I'd liked. I mean, that's just the way he was. If what you like, I mean, he did it with all the people that he bought cars for, Mom and Daddy, many a time. They've talked about that. You had to be careful in some sense because you didn't mean it that way. You just were saying, I like this or I like that, and he would get it. So, I mean, he would have probably known, I think, what I would have been into during that time. I can tell you there would have been several. I would have, might have even, it might not have been brand new. I might have wanted to go during that time, old Camaro, old type car like in the 60s, or if a Corvette, Mustang. There would have been pickup truck, back then. So it just, it would have been just depending on what I probably really wanted, or he thought I would have wanted.
From Pat Austin, how did Elvis keep his tan?
He, as we've talked about, he would tan, he would tan a little at times, but, he had a little bit of coloring because of the Indian blood in him, kind of like, we don't tan, but, like in the movies and even, you know, when they did live performances and stuff, a lot of that, you know, was makeup. But you know, he would try to get a little bit of a tan by the same way, you know, we all did, laying out in the sun.
Okay, Beetleman. Did Elvis ever mention having a favorite Beatle? And who was our favorite?
Elvis, he didn't like bugs. He kept exterminators. No, I know what you're talking about. He never mentioned, and that's one I mean, I never heard him, so I went back and had asked Mom and Daddy about it. He never mentioned. I think he liked them all. You know, like everybody else, he might have had a favorite one that he cared more for than the other, but he never did. He never did say it around any of us. So,
did you have a favorite? I'd probably say Paul McCartney.
Do I have a favorite? Yeah. Well, I actually have two, Paul and Ringo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always liked both of them. So that would be mine.
And the last question is from Kathy Hanshoe. Does Billy, your daddy, have an Uncle Ira D Smith?
No, he does not. And I don't know, maybe this is somebody else that you're talking about, or they could have got it confused. My daddy's grandfather was named Ira D Ivy, not Smith. On that side, so. But, you know, maybe we're talking about the same person, maybe we're not, but he didn't have an uncle named Ira D Smith. No, he did not. Hey, y'all, thank you for all the questions. Y'all, it's great to be back with y'all. You know how much we love you. Keep sending in those questions, and remember, we're getting really, not yet, Teresa. We're getting really
I jumped
close.
The gun.
I got her on that one, y'all. We're getting really close to the event. I say close. It's still, but to me, I just do every day. But can't wait to see each and every one. We're gonna have a wonderful time. But y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're gonna actually do a little more riding.
Yep.
And remember,
we always live Elvis. Chickens.